Guys, do you know how often a laser machine needs to be serviced to last? Once a year, once a month, or maybe once a week, or even once a day? Watch this video to the end. You will learn not only that, but also how to clean and change optics, how to change the water in the chiller, and a lot of other useful information. Hi, this is Wattsan. Let's get started. Optics. Let's start with the most common problem, dirty optics. Why do they get dirty? Well, when the beam is heated, it causes materials to emit smoke, soot, and other combustion products that can dirty the optical elements. This is a problem because not only does the contamination make the reflectivity worse and affect the quality of the work, but it also causes the lens or mirror to crack and deteriorate over time due to the buildup of dirt. How to clean mirrors? First, clean the translucent output window of the laser tube. It should also be checked and cleaned regularly, because if dust or dirt settles on it, the laser tube will malfunction. Now, let's move on to the optics themselves. This includes mirrors and lenses. First, they need to be taken out. To do this, remove the protective cap of the laser tube. Lightly shake off large dust particles so as not to scratch the surface of the lens during cleaning. Moisten our clothes with isopropyl alcohol. That's gently wipe the lens with light strokes. You can use a lid-free cloth or a stick. Then remove excess alcohol with a dry cloth or tissue. Carefully screw the cap onto the bulb. Now, let's clean the mirrors. To access the first mirror, we recommend removing the protective cover, which is fixed on 4 screws. We do it to make it easier to service the mirrors. Use a special wrench to remove the fasteners. The mirror is removed. Wrap it lightly with a dry lid-free cloth. Clean the second mirror in the same way. Lens. It must first be removed from the laser head. As with mirrors, this is easy to do on Wattsan machines. Disconnect the blower by pressing on the blue ring and then pulling the hose without releasing it. Now unscrew the tube and the nozzle. If your lens, like ours, has soot, scratches, be sure to replace it. The lens cleaning process itself is the same as the mirrors. When installing, keep it with the wax side facing the mirror. Do not forget about the gasket, which is necessary to avoid damaging the lens. Screw it tight enough so that the lens does not loosen during the work. The laser tube itself should also be kept clean, because if dust regularly settles on it, it slightly but still disturbs the heat exchange and static electricity accumulates. How often should I clean them? As a rule of thumb, once every 2 weeks. But in general, it all depends on what materials you work with and with what intensity, how the extractor hood is organized, how clean your room is. As you can see, there are many influencing factors. Guide rails. We recommend cleaning the guides every 2 weeks. To do this, push the laser head all the way to one side. Wipe it with a dry cloth until it is shiny, and lubricate it with silicone grease, preferably light-colored, so that you can easily tell when it needs to be changed. Move the laser head several times all the way to the end in both directions to ensure that the lubricant is evenly distributed throughout. Note: apply grease to both sides of the bearing. Do the same for the rest of the guides. blades, or honeycomb table. Over time, tar, detarring, and other combustion products remain on the lamellas and honeycomb table during operation. If they are not cleaned, the risk of fire increases. First, clean the tray of accumulated scraps. If this is not done in time, there is an increased risk of ignition. What's good for cleaning? Soak in water with a cleaning agent overnight. Normal water can do the job if you have plywood. Otherwise, we suggest using a solvent. You can also clean with pressure washing. How often you do this depends on the intensity of your work. In case of regular dance loading, at least once a week. But in general, it is better to do it as soon as it gets dirty. Electrics. Let's move on to the machine's electronics. It must be kept clean. To do this, first completely shut down the machine and then blow it with a compressor. We recommend doing this about once a month. Chiller. Most chillers also need cleaning as their side filters become clogged. To do this, remove the pipes of the chiller and squeeze them to prevent water from escaping. Now tilt the chiller and drain the water. Pour in new water and return the tubes. Securing them so that they do not come off during operation. By the way, be sure to check that the laser tube is completely filled with water and there are no bubbles. Don't forget that the quality of the water in the chiller and its correct temperature also affect the life of the laser tube. We recommend using distilled water for cooling. Let's summarize. Every 2 weeks, you need to clean the blades or honeycomb table, guides, check mirrors and lenses, and clean the chiller. Once a month, change the water in the chiller. But if you see something already in need of maintenance, like the machine's blades are dirty, don't delay and clean them as needed. Love your laser machines, take care of them, and may they serve you for a long time. And if you have something broken, get in touch. Our Wattsan service team is always ready to help you. You can find the contact details in the description. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe, and share this super useful video. Wattsan works with you. Bye bye!